Let's see here. I see people coming in. Let's see, make sure you put your name and where you're from in the box. Hello, hello. There's Tina and Petra and Miss Inez. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm hoping if you guys can tell me if my screen is not backwards or upside down or all the things. And can you hear me and see everything clearly? Hey, Lisa. How's it looking, Lisa? All right. It's all okay. Thank you. Yay. Everything looks good. Looks good. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. All right. So we're going to get started today on our very last live stream for the autumn afternoon sneak peeks. You're going to start seeing tomorrow morning everything on the blog and designs and videos from our design team members. And so we're super excited about that. And so let's do a little recap while everybody is kind of popping in. Hello, Susie. Hello in Montana, Kalispell. I love that area. Okay, so the very first sneak peek that we gave was this beautiful kind of floral day that we had going on. So we've got some beautiful sunflowers and dahlias and one of our great buzzwords, autumn. So you can see here, love all the details and these beautiful stamps. Let's see here, let's see if I can pop that up so you can look at those beautiful little petals and things on the dahlias. So cool. And then with the dahlia stamp set, I created, I believe it was here on YouTube, this dahlia card. Just did some quick heat embossing and some emboss resist with some oxide ink. And that was a quick card to put together with the dahlias. All right. Hello, Laura from Canada. All right. Let's see here. We have another floral, which is this little sneak peek. And we have a large floral. It's a mix. And let me pull it out so I can give you a look at it. We also did this one in a live stream, and I heat embossed with gold onto that blue cardstock and just did one little blossom. You can see that large flower right here that I colored and added one of our new blessed buzzwords. Here's one that I just heat embossed in white and did a color blend right over the top. And so that is this large floral here. There is also a really cool background stamp called Farmhouse Check. You can see those great little hash lines that form the grid or the plaid for the background. Hello, hello, there's Shelly. I'm seeing everybody pop in. Hello, Susie, Rebecca. Oh, I know you, Rebecca. You're RBK Nielsen, aren't you? I'm just now putting that together. Sometimes if I see you on different platforms, it finally clicks on who you are. Okay, we have some dies. So we have some awesome dies here. You can see the great texture and things that we're going to get with the pierced edge here and some little stripes or lines here. You may get kind of a little bonus sneak peek of this one today. And then we have some awesome sentiment dies. All right. Let's see, what else? Then we got into coffee, all things coffee and a latte. Here is a look at this one. We had our cute little Treat Yourself stamp set. Let me find my little cards that we made to go through quickly. Has a cute little mugs. Again, I used that Farmhouse Check background and just did a quick emboss resist on that. One, I did more holiday looking, and then one for fall. But you can see how you can just change up the colors and get a different look. So super fun there. That's Treat Yourself. And then we have this great little set here that has like a little coffee sign, some dies that go with that. And then we have latte. Let's see if I can find, here we go. Here is another one that we played with on a live stream, and it was all about coffee as well. But we have this great coffee bean background, some new buzzwords, and sentiments that go along with that. And of course, my favorite part is please don't make me prove that I love you more than coffee. So cute. So some great little quirky, kind of fun, playful sentiments with that. And then there's also a coffee bean stencil. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Susie. And let's see here, Yvonne and Damari. Hello, hello. All right. Tuesday evening on Instagram and Facebook, we gave a sneak peek of these super sweet new little critters that we have. And we have a whole family of squirrels coming out on a large 6 by 8 inch stamp set. Lots of great greetings, as you can see here, that are going to go with that. And then we have this super sweet little wheelbarrow die set. And I actually have a card that we did on Tuesday night, if you didn't catch that. So there's part of the squirrels, one of the little squirrel friends, and some of the accessories. The cute little wheelbarrow die here that layers up and makes the sweetest little wheelbarrow. And then, of course, great sentiments to go with your little squirrel friends. And we also did a little sneak peek of a new leaf set. So as you can see, there are some solid stamps here, so great for ink blending and doing techniques. And then you can add those detail stamps of the veins and things right on top of everything that you ink blended. And then, of course, we haven't left out those great sentiments and greetings. Okay, let's see here. Now for today. Okay, so this is today's sneak peek. Let me give you a little look at that before I just start chatting away. Hello, hello. Oh, our friend Inez is in Lima, Peru. Hello. I love when we have international friends come in and visit with us. We have a lot of Canadians that come in. We had a lady the other night from Tasmania. So lots of fun international friends that come in and pop in and chat with us. Okay, so somebody's already noticed, Miss Tina's already noticed that we have a precious Scarecrow. And not only do we have a precious Scarecrow, but this set that she is in is a large 6 by 8 inch stamp set. So you're going to get this sweet little Scarecrow. Of course, we have her little wheelbarrow full of pumpkins. Crows, we've got some kind of little flowers and things going on over here. But like I said, this is just a small portion of a large 6 by 8 inch stamp set. This is adorable. If you love the squirrels and those things that we showed on Tuesday night, you're also going to love this stamp set, which is called Let's Hang Out. Okay, next. I have a really pretty leaf here, and you can see it is in layers. I am actually going to play with this, and I'm going to create 2 different cards with this maple leaf today. And this is part of our Lovely Layers collection. And so we're going to get a closer look at that here in just a minute. And then we have some awesome dies. So like I've mentioned before, anytime that you see red lines like this, more than likely it's going to be some type of die. And so as you can see here, it looks like we have a picket fence, some grass, looks like some hillsides, and some clouds. And if you are a crafter who likes making all different sizes of cards, you're going to love this die set that creates a perfect scene. So super fun. This is great with those precious little scarecrows. And you'll see lots of examples this upcoming week when you start seeing designs and things from our design team. Okay. Yes, sneak peeks. We'll start from our design team tomorrow on the blog. So if you go to honeybeestamps.com and then there's a little tab at the top that says blog, if you'll click on that, it will pull up that day's blog release. and you'll be able to see all kinds of pictures. I know Lisa will have our YouTube video linked to that has that days. We try to break it up into days so it's not so huge and overwhelming. That day's products on that video, and you'll see lots and lots of examples. Thank you, Nicole. Okay, so I'm going to get busy today. Like I said, I am going to create 2 different cards, and to start out today, I'm going to get a little messy. So, which is kind of unlike me. I'm not really a messy, painty, spraying kind of person, but I'm going to do it today. So this is just 1 layer of that Lovely Layers maple leaf, and I have actually cut it twice and put it together to make it a little more sturdy. And I'm actually going to clip off the stem and just use the beautiful details that has all of the veins and things in that. And I'm going to do a little bit of oxide sprays. Let's see here. So I'm just going to clip, I've got photo tape. I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to clip that just like so. And I might actually want to clip a little bit more off. And get right in there. There we go. Okay, now I have also cut out this shape with our stacking, is that the hexagons or polygons? You guys remind me of my sides. Let's see here. Here is the die set, and I just chose one that would be a great size on the front of my card and cut one out with my die machine, and that is Nina Desert Storm cardstock. And that's what I'm going to spray on. Hexagon, thank you. Okay, so what I'm going to do to prep my little vein design is I'm actually going to treat this like a stencil or a mask. And I'm going to spray the back of it with some pixie spray. Remember, this is just cardstock that I've doubled up. I'm going to spray it with pixie spray and then arrange it onto my little hexagon here on my craft cardstock. And then I'm going to spray it down. But I don't want it to move while I'm spraying it. So I'm just going to give it a little spray with pixie spray. And I've got a little box here that I'm going to use for all my spray and my mess today. And then I'm just going to arrange this kind of right in the center. And this card is going to be more masculine. I'm going to do masculine colors for this one. Let's see, I've got a little bit of cardstock or something right there, and I definitely don't want that in my design. Okay, I'm going to press that down, and hopefully it's going to hold there. But that looks pretty nice and straight right on that. And I'm just going to set that right back down into my little box, and I'm going to use 2 different oxide sprays. So I have speckled egg for a blue and then crushed olive for a green. I'm going to give it a shake, and you can hear that little ball in there that rolls around. Let's see here. And I'm just going to spray until I kind of like the way that it's looking. I like that. Shake. And then this is the crushed olive. And I don't want to cover up all of the blue. That gave it some bigger flicks. Now I'm going to very carefully, let me get my tweezers. I'm going to very carefully take this out of my box, and I'm actually going to set it aside, and I'm going to let that dry for just a second, and I'm going to start working on the second card while this one is kind of setting up here and drying. I think I do want to gently peel back this little stencil mask situation that I made. And I'm just going to very carefully peel that back. And then you can subtly, right now, see that design back there. But then once all that dries and sets up, it's going to be really cool. So I'm going to set that aside. And then this is so pretty. I can totally use that again as well. Okay, so I'm going to get busy on that second card. Now here is what those layers look like when they are put together. I have two different colors of cardstock here, a mustard and kind of a fall color, kind of brick red, and I've done some ink blending. So I'm actually going to create a leaf just like this or similar to show you today how easy it is. But here are those two layers after they have been die cut. So I have a really cool like background leaf that you could absolutely use by itself. And then I have this more detailed one that has all the veins. And again, you can absolutely use that one by itself as well. They're beautiful on their own and they're beautiful stacked and layered together. All right, so I'm going to take some crackling campfire and wild honey oxides, and I'm going to choose my finger daubers and go around the edge of this maple leaf just so it gives it some color and variation, just like I've done this one right here. But it's super easy. Let's see here. Thank you guys. Catching up on my comments. So I'm going to take this color kind of further down into the center. And then I'm going to use that crackling campfire mostly down or over across the tips, the ends. And I'm not going to worry about the stem because it's going to be covered up with our detail layer. All right, so I have that. And then crackling campfire. And I'm just going to take it right to the tips. I'm going to move it down. Rub some of that color off, and then I can pull it down just a little bit. I can really deepen up those tips there. Okay. There we go. Okay. So she kind of looks like a mess right now. Not really. I mean, it would be beautiful like that just by itself. Let's see here. I need a, excuse my reach. I forgot to get my little cloth. My little chamois not wet. So we're just going to leave it just like that. It's okay. You guys are not going to mind. Okay, so now I'm going to take my detailed layer and I'm going to add a little bit of our precision tip glue, and I'm just going to adhere that right to the top. Now this release comes out technically on the 21st at midnight. And so you guys that are like me and are over on the East Coast or the Eastern time zone, it'll be midnight. Those of you that live across the country and the world, it'll be, you know, either earlier or later in the evening. And then let's see here. We're also going to have a release party on the 21st, and that will be over at YouTube and Instagram. And we will be going through and chatting about, and usually it's pretty, I go through everything pretty quickly because there's a lot of things to talk about. But we have a party, and normally we do some really cool giveaways because it's release time. We'll do something fun, and my glue kind of squished. So I'm just going to do this number and kind of get it all down there. But we do giveaways, and normally you get some kind of surprise at the end. So it's a super fun time, and just all of us come together and chat and talk about what our favorite products of the release are. Okay, so now that I have my layered die cut done, I'm still letting this that I sprayed, I'm letting that dry. But I'm going to go ahead and get busy on the card base and everything for this one that I layered. I'm going to lay down my little mat because I kind of made a mess. But I have just a burnt orange piece of cardstock that I have already scored and folded for top folding, and it matches that detailed layer. And so I have that, and then I already have my top ready to go. And I mentioned earlier that I had a little bonus sneak for you today, and this is something that we have been showing since the very first day, and this is only a partial view of it. So, okay, so this is what I'm going to use as my base layer, and I'm going to let you get kind of a close-up look. You can see where I've trimmed a big chunk of it off. I've already stamped my little greeting here. My card is going to say Autumn Greetings. I'm going to use one of our new buzzword die sets, and then I pulled one of the little mix and match sentiments out of that to stamp greetings. Okay, so you can see the awesome texture on the sides with the pierced design and then the little fringe edging. I'm in love with this die. Okay, so I am actually going to adhere that flat. I'm just going to use a little bit of our liquid glue. I've already trimmed it down and everything. So remember, this is going to fit, again, any size card that you want to make. I have trimmed it way down. So if you are a card maker who likes to make slimline and A7 and A2, then we've got you covered. Okay, I'm just adhering that butted right up to the crease in the top, so it looks like it's just hanging right over the side. And I love all this texture, especially for fall and for winter. Okay, now I can go ahead and I'm going to adhere my leaf that I just ink blended right over the top of. And again, I think I'm just going to keep it super simple today and just adhere this with just a little bit. I don't want to squish out again. I don't want to put too much on the other side. And I'm going to adhere this little guy right about so. And make sure that that is all nicely kind of squished down there, and his little stem is still there. Okay, now I mentioned that I'm using the Autumn buzzword set. That is a new set. You guys are getting all kinds of sneak peeks today. That's all I can tell you. So this is that Autumn buzzword set. This is the scripty die cut. Those of you that are familiar with our buzzword sets, our coordinating die sets come with 3 different dies. They come with a scripty word die and then 2 different shadows. So I'm only using that scripty word die Autumn today. And I have cut that in glitter cardstock. And then I've added a couple of layers of just white cardstock to make it a little bulkier. So again, I'm going to add some of our liquid glue just here and there on the back side. Let's see here. And then I'm going to have this guy go kind of right over the end of the stem, like this. And then when I get it where I want it, I'm just going to hold it down just for a second. Thank you, Shelly. Let's see here. Thank you, Marla. Thank you, Damari. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you love the edges of this new background die, this new shape that we have. It's going to be great. Okay, so this card is all done. I'm just going to leave it with that beautiful, lovely layers maple leaf, and then we have Autumn Greetings. And it's so pretty just like that. We have a little bit of sparkle in our die cut. We have the variation in color there from the ink blending, and then of course we have this dye that has the really kind of warm, cozy texture right around the edge. Perfect for fall. Okay, so that was one card with our lovely layers maple leaf. Now let's kind of play with our one that we have here, and I may have like oversprayed it. Can you guys see that? It's kind of hard to see on camera. I may actually use, let's see here. You may change it up. I may change it up and just use this side. What do you guys see? My mask, let me show you what I was going for here, if I can find it. Right here. Let me show you. Okay, so this is kind of my mock-up card. So this is what I was doing with the mask of the leaf. I was just going to do a basic card. You guys are kind of getting a sneak peek at the farmhouse check background. But I'm going to kind of do something like this. Now my background, it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to today. So I think I'm going to change it up. I think I'm just going to flip my die cut over, or I can use a different color. And then I think I'm going to put this that I sprayed right over the top. What do you guys think? Because it's not really a wasted piece. And I can kind of, let's see here. Let's take a little bit of the green. Let's see here. We'll make it work, right? Just like somebody said, what's the show? Oh, the fashion show that I'm so not. One of you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so to make this stand out, because my card base is actually craft as well, I'm going to do the old trick of taking my ink pad and I'm just going to brush it right over the side and just add some brushed on messy color. And that's just going to make that stand out right off the side. And it's the same color that I sprayed, so it's all going to coordinate well. It's just a way, because we're here, we're making it work. Project Runway, I think, is the show. Okay. I haven't done this and flipped it on my cardstock in forever. Okay. So let's take that. And then I'm going to glue this guy right on top of our little hexagon that was supposed to be kind of masked and stenciled off, but we're making it work. Change it up. I'm not wasting or throwing anything in the garbage. And it's going to be super cute in the end. Okay, so I've got my glue there. See, I have my little hexagon. I'm going to flip this around and add that right to the center. And because that is in multiple layers, I kind of lucked out there. I had cut that detailed leaf, the little veins and things. I had cut it out of 2 layers of white cardstock. So I'm getting some pretty good dimension there, even though I'm using the same colors and everything. I think we're going to be okay. I think it's going to work. Okay, stick that down. I've got some inky fingers today. Okay, now, like I said, I would have a basic, just that Nina Desert Storm top folding card base. And I was going to add my little stenciled or masked leaf like this right to the center of it. So our design's kind of changing a little bit. That's okay. I'm actually going to pop this up, make it a little more something special with a little bit of foam tape. Let's see here. There are no mistakes, just different ideas. Thank you. Yep, use the flip side. Exactly. And that leaf that I sprayed, that was actually supposed to be our little mask, turned out beautiful. So make lemonade out of our lemons, our crafty lemons. Let's see if I can fit one more little piece kind of right up in there like so. And we'll throw these all over, and I'll find them all over the house here in a little while. Okay, so I've got my cute little leaf background, my unexpected background, and I'm just going to line this up. I have a happy birthday, and I'll show you the sentiments or the stamp set that I got that from in just a second. Okay, so there's a little unexpected twist on my card, but I got this sentiment, happy birthday. I wanted something because this is kind of more masculine. I didn't want it really swirly and girly. I wanted it a little more simple. So I found this happy birthday, and this is actually in the Fluttering By stamp set, and I loved it. It's basic. It's even all in lowercase. It's kind of cool, and it says happy birthday, but it keeps the focus on our pretty maple leaf. Let's see, sometimes so-called mistakes end up being amazing designs. Thank you, Beth. Yep, I just kind of made it work today. Just make it work. And these leaves are so pretty. You fixed design, our fixed background that we ended up using something that I totally was not going to use. But the little splatters and things on that maple leaf are really cute. I wish you could see that in real life. I don't think the colors and things are coming across on camera. But this is the way it was supposed to have looked. And I don't know if it was the sprays that I used today, if I used different colors, or what I did. But don't give up. If you try this technique, try it, and with different sprays. If I had not been in a live stream today, I would have just tried a different color. So there is that one. And then, of course, this is that layered design that I used both of those lovely layer die cuts and did just a little bit of ink blending around the edges. And then, of course, that fabulous edged die here that you guys are going to be seeing more of later this week. Okay, so I actually got 2 cards here today. All right, let's see here. Hello, hello. All right, does anybody have any questions about the release, when anything is coming up? Let me redo the dates for you. So our videos here on YouTube and our blog things with all of our pictures and write-ups and things like that, that starts tomorrow morning. And then on the 21st, we're going to have a release party on Facebook and Instagram at 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern. Make sure you come and join along. There's always lots of giveaways and fun, and we go all the way through the whole release. And then I know we have a blog hop on the 22nd and 23rd, and it's always fun to go into the design team members' blogs because they always put something different than what you've seen all week long. So it's great inspiration. All right, let's see. Simplified works the best. Thank you, Madeline. Let's see, is Melissa in the house? Melissa must be here. Hey, Melissa, if you're here. Yeah, there's Melissa. Okay, let's do a quick little giveaway today. Let's do a giveaway. This can be a little something burning a hole in your pocket to use on the 21st and our autumn afternoon release. Let's see here. I'm going to scroll through and just randomly pick somebody. Okay. Okay, our winner today is Miss Beth Felix. Beth, are you still here? Let's see if Beth is still here. Thank you, Heather. And if you guys have missed it, if you're just popping in, this green card was like a total whoopsie. It was supposed to be totally something else. So make sure that you go back and catch the replay. And those of you that are joining us for the replay, Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave your comments in the description box or in the comment box, and I can go back and check that. Let's see here. Let's see if our winner is in the house. Beth, are you in the house? I hope she didn't pop off. Let's see here. Thank you, Mary Lou. Thank you, thank you. Beth should be here. She was just here. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to go through my winner steps. So Miss Beth, if you make sure that you have an account set up at honeybeestamps.com with your name, whatever your account name is, and then make sure you email my friend Lisa at honeybeestamps.com, and then tell Lisa that you are the YouTube live giveaway winner. She's going to hook you up with that $15 gift card, and that will be awesome to spend on this new autumn afternoon release. Let's see here. All right, guys, I think I'm ready to sign off. Make sure you come back here to YouTube tomorrow and catch all the videos. Don't forget to check out the blog. And then I will see you. I think the next time we will chat will be Tuesday night for the release party. Set your timers and all that good stuff. And I will see you at the release party. Happy crafting and have a great weekend. Bye, guys.